your vacation, these big old events, your wedding day, all this fucking shit, these fucking purchasing my first home, these things you think you're looking forward to, that is a very small portion of your motherfucking life. Your life is made up of your wake-up time, your day-to-day, your current thoughts, the energy you possess throughout your day, and all your small, seemingly insignificant habits that I showcase on here every day. That's 90% of your life. 10% is these events that you think are life. You fucking idiot. That's why life and a successful life and a positive perspective on the moment will always elude you. Because you're forward projecting into a moment that is fleeting. It's only 10% of your life. When my cup of Folgers in the morning at 2:45, my wake-up time that I put power into with my cup of coffee, that gives me exponential purpose because I place the power in it. I know that this makes up most of my day. And my day is comprised of positive thoughts and a perspective that only pushes me forward in a positive manner. Now, this is how you achieve self-actualization. Me, my, I. It's all selfish at first. It's okay. When you get your first job, you ain't thinking about generational wealth. You want to buy yourself something. Everything in life, every pursuit starts off immature and has a maturation process. Your fitness, you just want a six-pack, you want to look better, you want to drop some weight. But then later, when you're 15 years in like me, you're going to motivate people. You're going to harness that higher frequency. You're going to bring the best man back from the journey. Those that have transcended self are the ones that truly outwardly have given their life to a certain process that will better others. Doesn't matter the process so much, as long as it's a process of growth and forward progression. There's one person I know who has zero deviation. What? Exactly. Because the penitentiary has a funny way of having you only live in the moment. And if that moment was meant to just cultivate an internal state, cultivate a feeling within that you were going to carry throughout your day, that would be the result that you attained every day during your process. Now, if you learn to attain this result every day in your process, finally, after realizing its value, that every day you could come to that stage of enlightenment where nothing has to take place, but it was the best day of your life. Every day you could raise to this height. Well, then naturally, since it was the most valuable thing you've ever discovered, you would teach it to others. Any knowledge, any wisdom, anything you just pull in and gain during that moment of contemplation, in that stream of consciousness, anything there must be gifted or will fester. You're not alone. We're all connected through a collective consciousness. And if you sit there and think, why me? Or I'm down, I feel low, without thinking that we're down and we feel low, you'll only serve self and you'll believe that separateness is true. But separateness is an illusion. You're never separated. Just over time, about 4 years of isolation, I found that these conversations were taking place in a realm, in a plane of existence that most will never find. So they'll continually walk this path alone. You're not alone on this path. If you've ever felt my words, they've given you the chills. If you've ever watched any of my videos and they affected you in a way that made you want to run through a motherfucking wall, you realize that energy exchange is the language of the universe, and I'm here with you. I got the chills as I said that. Only the fools denounce the path due to its difficulty. You hear me? We'll be here. Difficulty is just the perception of a weak man. I love you guys. It's too easy. You can flow with everything that's meant to push you forward, and we'll prove it time and time again. There is a result attached to a man. Men went and hunted. They came back with the food. They were the providers, the protectors, the producers of a fucking result that provided for everybody. Get around those who don't even know a timeline. A different beast who doesn't know a timeline, who has no attachment or association with what you call time. I don't even exist by time. I did the time. How long do you believe that your people are going to listen to you just talk and not give results? How long are you going to accept the fact that you just speak about that which you will never do? The most disrespectful thing we can ever do to all our people is to operate from less than our highest potential. Chosen bitches operating at less than their capacity by fucking choice. I became the system by disassociating with yours, your system, governed by failures and losses and all this. Just a man showing up for a feeling that he knew pushed him forward, a feeling that he knew was correct. You sold out your vision and that feeling that gave you the chills of what you could be to your friends, to your family, to everyone, of what life could be. You traded that ultimate vision that was your true path, because that ultimate vision is your true path. There's nothing else to walk other than you at your highest potential, doing exactly what you're seeing, that stage, and just straight affecting people with this power, this gift, this wisdom of overcoming, just up there, just making people feel like they're going to run through a wall and shed tears of gratitude at the same time. If you show up every day, then walking in alignment with your conscience turns complete confusion to true clarity. You guys want the path illuminated from start to finish. There's no faith there. There's no belief. A lot of people operate from scarcity and don't push their life forward. All I see that is lack of belief in self. When I see a motherfucker getting what he wants, living how he wants, taking those supposed risks, when I see that motherfucker, I know that motherfucker believes in himself. He don't have to ask you. He ain't asking you. He ain't asking you. And you still got that background banter, them boos from them cheap seats. That's the problem, is you don't see it. You don't see that he's doing exactly what he should, and it's irritating you. Because his light, it bothers your darkness. His angels, they harass your demons. And you know you were supposed to walk with that vision in your heart that burns in your soul of what you were supposed to be. But you denounced it. It's not too late, though. Pick that shit up. Become the man that you admire. And let's go! Morally correct money, bro. You can't make immoral money. It's not going to pan out. The strippers, the dope dealers, the hustlers, do they ever really get anywhere? Do they? I made a lot of money pushing weight as a kid. And I did a lot of blow, a lot of white, a lot of drinking to cover up how I felt about everything that was wrong and immorally correct with that money. Or you look at a motherfucker's lifestyle and you judge from the deficit that you have. You wish you had the balls to speak your mind, little bitch. You wish you had the means to go get whatever you wanted in life. But that deficit within you has you critiquing a motherfucker's choices. But you don't see that there's a little homie in the penitentiary right now who's being changed by your boy. Impact and income is what you're doing for your career. Are you even impacting anyone? A lot of teachers I had in my life had no impact on me because there was no fucking passion. This is passion. This is passion. The motherfucker who will get up and live it every day. Not the teacher who feels like they're not paid enough, they're not getting enough, and therefore they're not grateful enough. I'm always paid enough. A piece of content that I'll make that brings me to tears of joy and gratitude and covers me in chills will do more for me than any amount of money. And that's the motherfucker. That's the creator. That's the individual that'll move this earth. The crazy motherfucker who believes he's crazy enough to move this earth. One person at a time. How do you move the earth? One person at a time. Life's a fucking mirror. Whatever worked for you will work for them. When you finally sit down and align your core beliefs with unavoidable universal truths, you can govern yourself past society and what you can get away with. Moral guidance. The other day I was like, I'll kill that motherfucker. I'll smoke that bitch. Cut his motherfucking head off. Fuck that motherfucker. And I was with someone and they're like, damn. And I was like, nah, I can't get away with that. Even if I got away with it, I can't get away with it. I'm too spiritually inclined. I can't even give you bad energy without feeling it. Had a passive aggressive bitch message me some shit this morning. And I said, I just straight punked him. Don't side with them, enlighten him. What? What was your response? Hey, check it out. I don't need you. You're cut, bitch. What? Passive aggressive bitch trying to get at an aggressive motherfucker? No, I'll take the fucking reins. You ain't never took them, homeboy. You ain't never took them. Stop acting like something you're not. When you're a boss, you're not a boss. When you're a leader, you're a true leader. You actually lead people to something better. And not everybody's going to listen. The only reason people like you in this life is if you align with their core beliefs. And so you have to share your core beliefs to see who aligns with you. If you don't speak up, you'll never draw in the people that are meant to be in your lives. Most people are such bitches because they never speak up. I'm a product of 3 fucking things. Fucking product. Some of you guys ain't gonna like it. Some of you guys don't like it. I got big fucking goals. I got a bigger fucking mouth. And I got a heart too stubborn to tap, motherfucker. Try it. Try it. I wish you guys would speak up more. Because then I could watch you. And I could say, let's see if this bitch can do it. Because I know you guys are too fucking soft to pull it off. Unless you spoke that shit to people you love and care about. And guess who those people are to me? You. You guys were there for me. Nobody was there for me like you guys. It's not about you. When you learn to transcend self, you'll realize that the way you feel, by holding your word and living by a certain set of virtues that are aligned with universal truths, is the most power you'll ever feel in this life. These are the stages and steps to enlightenment. Then you guys can make the assumption of who you are before you judge someone like me. And you say, hey, am I really making an impact in this world? Or am I just operating from a bitch ass deficit trying to judge people that are? It don't matter who the fuck you were yesterday. You can choose to say that shit with your motherfucking chest and then be too stubborn to tap from here moving forward. That's all it takes. Watch as you grow. As you grow quickly and you learn, you'll start to assess and judge those around you in a negative way. Because at that moment, you've hit a certain level of self-actualization. Transcendence must occur at this point. You have to go from being that individual who's elevating to the individual who elevates others. If you stay in this phase of self-actualization too long, it becomes coupled with a punishment that is a negative assessment of those around you. You don't understand that getting a result in you is very simple. Learning to get results in others is massively different. It takes a whole different type of individual to get results in others, a whole different level of understanding and distribution of emotional intelligence. What's lacking out here is emotional intelligence. There's an abundance of information everywhere, but nobody knows how to apply it because their emotions and their feelings get in the way of the application of this knowledge. And then also the lack of trust behind where they get the knowledge, to where you have to be the trusted source. You have to be the preeminent source. You have to be the advocate that they trust, and they'll let guide them across this proverbial bridge of growth. People come into my program and they think they're getting a set of abs or they're getting some veins or something. But I end up being a spiritual guide. I end up being someone who helps them transcend self. Most people come in my program, I need this, I just need this, I just need this. We get them that, but we get them that through having them believe and understand and know deep in their heart that they are an offering to those around them, that they are essentially living outwardly for others. They have to become the teacher, so they need the results in order for the pupil to be present and actually wish to learn. If you personify the teachings, others will wish to learn. So this initiates the growth phase even quicker. And I hope that you guys start to walk this path longer and longer and longer to where you fulfill this chair and end up being the advocate for others. You end up being the teacher. You end up being the individual who knows they're an offering to guide those around you. Because this is what we're all meant to do. We're all meant to heal ourselves and then heal those around us. One of the biggest problems I see is all these talented individuals. So many talented individuals stuck in a forever phase of self-actualization, which eventually ends in a punishment. Talent will begin to fester if one does not transcend self. Angry. I don't even understand how people don't see what this really is. This is agitation due to your lack of commitment to the most potential you could possess. You guys don't really get it. The most selfish thing you do in your life, the most selfish thing to everybody around you, is your lack of results, lack of commitment. You have to know that you're walking your people down an incorrect path by showing them that a consistent man doesn't progress. You're habitually constructing a mindset that is okay with showing up to the gym every day and not getting fucking jacked. How the fuck are people so delusional in this aspect? How do you not see that it's so selfish to not be the example? The biggest form of disrespect to your people is you not following through on your dreams and goals, but speaking that fucking hot air out the side of your bitch ass fucking neck about how you could be anything. Anything's possible. Motherfucker, then why isn't it for you? Comprehension of the task at hand is paramount. If you don't understand what you're doing, if you don't clarify your vision, you will never meet the fucking mark. Ever. If I fucking rolled up to Starbucks right here or any of these places that I frequent and I saw me, I would be shocked at what I saw. I would be drawn to, what the fuck? How is this guy doing this? I don't even see people like me. That's a problem. Why do you think I'm trying so hard to create more respectable individuals? So I don't have to walk around and judge and assess everybody all day. You guys should be further the fuck along. I treat you guys like you're my fucking family because I'm actually very fucking proud of the fact that you're not like these average, consistent bitches who show up every day to a job, the gym, and a situation or circumstances in life that they're not completely satisfied with. If you fucking saw you and you pulled up and you were standing there, would you be shocked at what you are? Would you want to know what you do? Would you be intrigued with you? Would you be curious about who the fuck this man is to be where he's at? Because that's the answer. Life is not about acquiring and possessing. It's about being and becoming, bitch. You get me? The man you must create to continually attract millions of dollars. The man you must create to continually attract an audience that trusts you, that knows if they listen and follow you, that they will succeed. That's what I'm creating here. That's what you must create. You can't force a motherfucker around you to want to fucking level up to your level. You must not have the level. If they're not asking you, you ain't doing it. Do you get that? Do you understand that? So it's your job to not be so fucking selfish as to not get results, but talk about it. I hear dudes talking in my gym. They have the audacity to even be speaking out loud with no veins popping, no size, no results. Why are you even talking? Why are you so delusional as to believe words should be coming out your fucking mouth? What is someone going to gain by listening to you? It seems like they're going to get worse. You have to prove with your energy and your actions that what the fuck you know will work because you got the desired result and you weren't just some consistent man who's consistently not getting his desired outcome. In the age of information, your ability to drop your ego and reach out to those who are thriving in a manner you want to is going to be the cornerstone to your success. There's plenty of people, not just me, plenty of people online that have the fucking results. Everything's possible. Even shit you've never seen anyone do. But if you see my ass do it, you can fucking crush what I've done. I already laid the foundation. Follow the motherfuckers and only listen to those whose shoes you wish to walk in. I'll continually produce a greater and greater and greater result because I'm not selfish. Because I do know that I have to be the one who inspires the future generations of what's possible. Because I came from the gutter. Because I know how to fucking do it. Because if they listen to me, they'll get the results they want. The second you put 10 years into anything consistent, unbroken time, you're going to excel past your wildest dreams. But a bitch can't even do 10 months. Can't even do 10 weeks. 10 fucking years is unfathomable to a bitch ass pussy out here. The fuck you guys think you're hard for if you can't put in the work? You don't need anything other than to put your heart wholeheartedly pursue that vision that's deep in your chest that resonates with you. Are you undeniable? Is there areas that you're excelling in so hard that nobody can tell you shit? That's the goal. You guys want to compete so bad you forgot to prepare. I'm so prepared that I don't gotta compete. If we all pull the fuck up and we all step the fuck out, we know who did the work. We know who did the preparation. If you lived as a rare man for any true duration of time, that discipline, that character, those virtues, if you really fucking applied them for any duration of time, you'd be rich, stupid. You'd be ripped, stupid. That's why when you see those motherfuckers and they have it across the board, you know that their interior matches their exterior. Do you know what you did when you failed to inspire someone? Do you know what the fuck you did when you failed to inspire someone? You let the world down, motherfucker. What are you really fighting? What are you really fighting? What is it? It's you, punk. It's your desires. It's your fucking fraudulence towards that timeline. Got a couple years and fuck your couple years. Fuck them. Fuck them. Straight up. Fuck your couple years. You think I give a shit about that? You guys watch me run this shit in since the day I got out. And fuck me anyways. Because I did it for everybody else. I was already good. I already knew who the fuck I was. I already validated myself with my fucking actions. As soon as self-transcendence occurred, as soon as I know I had to live for the world, as soon as I knew the feeling of living for this entire fucking world, that's when I was impervious to any defeat. And I did that long ago. Because prison, motherfucker, it's its own little world. Some of us, when we got out of prison, we were homeless and we didn't get it. We. Motherfucker, you went and stuck that needle in your arm and grabbed the bottle. You went against the first fucking rule that I tell you motherfuckers not to break. Drop the vices, you fucking pussy. You know how disrespectful it is to everybody who believes in you when you choose to partake in vices that don't add to the fucking evolution of your consciousness? Your environment don't change your heart, bitch. You got heart or you don't, you fucking frauds. The problems we all have are the biggest problems in the world to us. You could stub your fucking toe today and care more about that than people dying all over the world of starvation and still cry about your fucking perfect diet. Bitches, shit makes me sick. Never act like you never even fucking lost nothing. Want to know what you're doing? By telling someone they're okay where they're at, you're telling them that they can't be where you're at. I'm telling everybody you can be exactly where I'm at. You actually should be where I'm at. If you follow the blueprint, you could surpass me. They actually see a projected version of themselves onto others. So their current state is what they see. So if they're not believing you can do it, it's because they don't believe they can. So you have to be around those that have done what you're trying to do in order to excel. But what most don't get that are in a high position is that their inability to stay truthful, their inability to use their direct self-talk that got them over the hurdles and through the hardest times, is what makes them not a good coach. So many people can get good change in themselves, but they cannot do it for others because they're too fucking kind. Motherfucker, when you were going after that goal, you weren't cupcaking yourself. Oh no, it's okay, Wes. You totally can eat whatever you want today. You look great. That COVID weight, it's fine. Like, you look fine. This is how you talk to your people, you stupid bitch. You have to be honest with your people. Too much kindness breeds a lack of accountability. These lazy, comfortable fucks will just go back to their comfortable ass as soon as you let them. When you hold people to their highest potential, you're saying you're worth it. When you hold people to a set of standards that you hold yourself to, you're saying we're equals. Do you want to believe that you're so much lesser than someone else that you really can't do what this felon fuck did straight out of prison? Who the fuck am I except a man who has a set of habits that is far surpassing a bunch of cupcake coddled bitches that walk around masquerading as men, broads masquerading as men with fucking straight zero alignment and zero responsibility. When are we gonna sit the fuck down and ask ourselves, is my behavior aligned with where I want to be? How disconnected are we? How foolish are we? To where we don't see that we're holding people down. We're placating them. And when you don't speak this way, directly, like Wes fucking Watson does, when you don't speak this way, it's because you don't care. It's because you're selfish. And it's because you don't want conflict. You don't want conflict. You don't want it. You don't want conflict so bad that you don't want to help the person. Fuck them. That's what you're saying. When you're too nice to people, you're just saying, fuck you. I don't feel like giving you the answer. Or you don't have the answer. That's the problem. Most people don't even have the answer. So when they're telling their kids, no, Tommy, you're 15, you got beefy tits, you're about to roll up to high school, everybody's got to accept you. You're Tommy boy. That ain't the truth. And the dad or the mom who sends that kid to school with those tits is a piece of shit. Why? Because they didn't learn the foods that their kids should be eating. They didn't learn the level of EQ to get through to him, to really sit down and say, hey, the world's rough, motherfucker. These kids, they're going to eat you alive. You're a pasty, fat little fuck. And we have to get you to where you have the confidence to stand up for yourself, to where you actually earn the right to be accepted. People don't get that. Everyone should accept you. No, they shouldn't. No, they shouldn't. When people roll up and we all sit at the table, Wes Watson prepared more. I did more for this table. What I'm going to bring to this table is more than what you'll bring. Unless I'm working with a higher level of individual and they bring something greater than what I can bring to the table. Now I'm fucking thrilled. I'm not the only motherfucker teaching at the fucking table. They're teaching me shit. They're pushing me forward. They're bringing value to me. So how is a low frequency fat fuck not a fucking liability? So how is a low frequency fat fuck not a fucking liability? What? Because they're just fucking their life up? No, they're wasting your time by showing up as less of themselves and bringing nothing and no results to the table. Could they have results in other areas? Of course. Of course. But will their lack of confidence and inability to address that call within to be more aesthetically pleasing, will that hinder them from speaking? Most of the time, people who aren't proud of their presence will not show up present. And they won't be able to articulate well because in the back of their mind, they're just going, do my tits look torpedo-shaped from this angle? Oh, shit. Is my sweaty jelly roll all poking out from the back? They have to be selfish. Like, people who are way underprepared with life, they're selfish as fuck with their self-talk. They're only worried about them. Same thing with depressed people, anxious people. The same thing with broke people. They have to be selfish. They can't serve anybody but themselves. They don't have the fucking means. They don't have the fucking means. And they think it's just okay. It's not okay. None of this is okay. You should never, and you can never be okay with your current state of circumstances, your current set of circumstances, if you wish to elevate to anything above where you're currently at. I'm not okay with where I'm at. The three somatypes of success for hyper successful individuals. Let's go over them again. Number one, a hyper successful person thinks they're better than everyone. How the fuck are you going to get first at anything if you don't think you're better than everyone? I want you to think you're better than me, and I want you to get on camera and speak better than me. It'd be dope. I could watch a video. It would motivate me, and I'd be pumped. It would be sick as fuck. There's people like Andy Frisella, Brad Lee, Bedros. These motherfuckers motivate me when they speak because they're so good at it. I love it. That's what it is. So number one, you have to think you're better than everyone else if you're ever going to be first fucking place. Ever, at anything. And you shouldn't shoot for second, you stupid bitch. Always shoot for first. So you better think you're better than everyone else. But you better back it up with action, you simple bitch. Number two, never satisfied. You have to be never satisfied, as if even to a level of insecurity. That you're insecure that you're not jacked enough. I'm not jacked enough. People are like, dude, you got veins popping, your arms are huge. Fuck, you got like tricep striated veins. The chest is split all the way up the middle. You got a six pack. You're 240, homeboy. Like, what more do you want to be? Never satisfied. And a bunch of low-level titty-having fucks will come on the comments and be like, Wes, don't get any bigger. That's you, dude. Like, I'm not going to get much bigger. I'm going to stay about this size, but just get better shaped. Okay. But still never satisfied. In every area. Mind, body, soul, fucking finance. Every fucking thing, never satisfied. It's a great way to live because I'm happily dissatisfied. Just because I'm never satisfied doesn't mean my life is miserable because I'm never satisfied. That's what a low-level piece of shit thinks. Happily dissatisfied, never satisfied. Number three, which your boy excels at and which most people don't. Impulse control, discipline. When I heard this from someone who was speaking these three traits, I'm like, oh, that's me to a T. And then he said, the level of intensity at which you possess these three traits will determine the peak of your potential. No peak, no cap, let's go. That average broad of a man who has straight average habits but wants above average results. Ha! Unrealistic habits get you unrealistic results. And that's why when I see these bitches in my comments, well, what time do you go to bed if you get up at 2:45? Sometimes never, bitch. Sometimes never. The fact is I don't negotiate with what has to be done, no matter the circumstances. These are unrealistic habits. I stay single-digit body fat year-round, which I've seen pussy personal trainers on here say is unrealistic and not sustainable. For you, it ain't. It's totally true. You can't do it. But you ain't been through what a motherfucker's been through. What people don't realize when I say ripped, rich, rare, you ain't going to have the first two if you ain't the third. And if you think you're the third and you don't have the first two, you're delusional, bitch. If you've been operating from a certain set of virtues, a certain level of discipline, and a certain character, you'll be far surpassing the competition. And while we're talking about competition, let me tell you my definition of why that's fucking flawed. I believe in preparation, not competition. I hate competition. So I'm going to prepare so far ahead of time that there is none, bitch. That there fucking is none. No competition if you're well prepared. You roll up and everybody knows that you took the spot. There's nowhere I go where people don't know that a motherfucker just rolled up. Is that you? Or do you like to compete? Do you like to compete? Is that what you like? Later in life, bitch, you're in that game and you play against others. every girl you want, every job you want, the career you want, the position you want, the man you want to be, even the friends you have. You're in competition with others to attain this. And the only reason that you'll win that competition is preparation. Are you fucking prepared? If I stroll up, I'm going to show you you're not prepared. And that's where you have to do the work. I hope that I roll up and someone makes me look unprepared. I want that because I like success. And success is gained through having these unrealistic habits. So if a man is showing me a level that's far surpassing mine, he has a habit in one area or another that's greater than mine. Success is gained through having these unrealistic habits. So if a man is showing me a level that's far surpassing mine, he has a habit in one area or another that's greater than mine. And most of the time, it's in his mind, his mindset, the way he accepts the standards he sets, and the way he accepts his current circumstances in life is what usually will be the habit that he's surpassing a motherfucker in. I remember when I started, my boy said, "You're going to make 30 grand a month." And I'm like, whoa, yeah, right. Like, doing what I love, I'm going to make that much? We make that a day now, doing what we love. Only because we set a whole different standard by knowing what's out there. If you don't go fuck with the top people, you will not be a top individual. That's why you need mentors to set standards for you. You will not live up to your potential. You will live up to the standards set by those around you. The ones that set the standard and the bar high are the individuals you must saturate yourself around. There's a way they're thinking. There's a way they're operating. There's a certain set of daily habits that they fucking undergo that surpass yours. So there is no competition for these individuals. I used to come for the present stories. Now this is all just personal development, because that's the journey, you stupid bitch. We started off telling the story about where we were at, because I had to show you where I'm going, because I had a mindset and a set of habits that was undeniable. It was unrealistic. Now my lifestyle is unrealistic to most, only because my habits stayed unwavering. They stayed non-negotiable. If you follow the right people and you put forth a set of daily habits, daily disciplines that you don't break from, the success is guaranteed. But most of you bitches will tap out due to the timeline. My chapter 15 ain't your chapter 1. You'll try to compare the two. You'll want to be that 10-year motherfucker in 10 months. That's the biggest problem. Biggest problem is most people can't just take more pride in the steps it takes to get the result than the result itself. They can't do the monotonous work every day. I need the work. And I'm telling you, you need it too. You need that daily work to separate from the desire of the result so that you live a better life. All day long, I'm in flow state because I'm creating that forward progress. I'm creating and manifesting that vision. You're just desiring it. So you're in pain. You're in a constant state of negativity, desiring a better set of circumstances than the current one you're living. Acceptance of the moment and actual positive action to forwardly progress is how it's done. I never missed because from day one, I knew if I slipped, they'd fall. I knew I had to be the living example because I looked around and all I saw was half-ass fuckery. Labor Day fucking shit show. A bunch of people looking for external solutions to internal issues, trying to find it at the bottom of that drink, trying to find it by pinching that sack, trying to find it at the bottom of some meaningless shit, meaningless conversation, meaningless sex, meaningless lives. Until you find a fucking purpose, you'll always be drifting, looking for something external to fulfill you internally. And I get it, motherfucker. You guys still need to walk your path. You guys still need to hit that rock bottom. I'm here to show you how that party life ends. I'm here to show you how that gangster life ends. And I'm trying to show you that you're going to some end up in prison, some end up losing their lives, but most end up losing everybody in their lives because they're sick of your shit. They get sick of your fucking shit. I was just driving to the gym and saw like two 25-year-old girls with a fucking shopping cart, and they were like changing in the middle of like a restaurant area I normally go. And one of them flipped me off because I was looking at him like, what the fuck is the matter with you? But I know what's the matter with them. Some weak-ass man, or even themselves, got hooked on them pills, or that dope, or that drink, and now they're wandering the street like a homeless, stupid bitch. I can't even just go into all the scenarios on how this is going to go wrong. None of it's going to go right. Everyone's always like in my comments, so what's wrong with a drink every now and then? What's right with it, bitch? So what's wrong with some weed what's wrong with weed, Wes? What's right with it, motherfucker? Like, what the fuck? You're really going to live this life aimlessly when you watch other people living a driven life of purpose and they're actually making change? Which one do you want to be, bitch? Do you want to be that liability? Do you want to be the asset to your people? Are you celebrated by your people or are you tolerated, bitch? Shit's fucking disgusting. Always looking for something else. Obviously you're hurt. You're fucking hurt. All negative desires are frustrations of positive desires. That meaningless sex is because you really want a real loving relationship, but you can't seem to love yourself enough to go get it. The drugs, you just don't know the real highs. So you're using these fake ones. The real highs are based on sacrifice, because sacrifice is what truly creates paradise. When you make the sacrifices and work hard to actually fucking do something, those are the only highs that are meaningful. You're looking for something that doesn't exist in the wrong way. You're trying to get it the easy way. And the easy fucking way don't work. Everyone wants to walk around, act hard, and look hard. They don't live hard. Hard gets results. Hard has measurable results in the real fucking world. You guys are hurt. You're not hard. You're stupid. You're not smart. You're going about shit the wrong fucking way. How the fuck is that going to work? It never works. I've never seen someone operate from massive negative habits and get a positive outcome. Ever. 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 It doesn't happen. It's not possible. You're just frustrated because you can't stick to nothing. And I'm telling you, I've never missed. And once you never miss, it's so fucking easy. Because that's the high. You get the validation through backing your shit up. You get the validation of self. You start to build love for self through the repair process. I'm trying to tell you fucking guys, love for self, love for others, that comes through the repair process. So all you stupid bitches I just spoke about, you have hope. We can repair you. You have to start to love yourself again. It's not fucking difficult. It's harder to live the life you're living. It's harder to keep showing up with that regret than to really commit. It's way harder to just give up and end up in that fucking rock bottom in that penitentiary. It's harder to be those two stupid bitches on the fucking corner fucking changing at 4 in the fucking morning because they got a fucking dope habit they couldn't kick because they're selfish fucking bitches. You guys don't fucking get it. You guys don't get it. Your life's going to go downhill very quickly once you lose everybody who's sick of your shit. You guys don't fucking get it. You guys don't get it. Your life's going to go downhill very quickly once you lose everybody who's sick of your shit. All these other fucking people are trying their hardest. What are you doing? Just going and fucking just serving yourself? That's not what works. Selfless service is what works. Want to know what's the most selfless thing? Living a life that's constructed around positive outcomes and sacrificing all these instant gratifying acts that everybody calls life to show them how to live. You've been everybody. Along that spectrum, all the variables of who you could be, where you were at, what you were doing, you've done it all and been it all. So I know exactly how you feel. You wake up with regret every fucking day. You're going to lose everything, and I don't want to see that happen to you. You're not strong enough to come back. I've lost everything many times due to drugs and alcohol, on my part and on other people's parts. Trust me, you ain't strong enough to come back. I barely was. Everything I ever became, I barely became. Because I fought every fucking day for it. Every day. And I never missed. It's the only reason, 100%, is the only way you can push forward. You can't give 85. You can't give 65. There's no fucking progression from that. You have to give everything you know at your highest potential every fucking day. If not, one day off turns into 2. One meal off turns into 4. One drink turns into 10. 10 drinks turn into blow. That's what happens. Come on now. I love you guys. I'm going to tell you the shit you don't want to hear. And I'm going to expose the pain that I know you feel that you're hiding from. You're going to wake up today. It's Sunday. Tomorrow's Labor Day. You're going to be like, oh, I got one more day just to be an irresponsible, stupid bitch and do whatever the fuck I want. Fuck you. It's not about you. When you finally learn that, you'll actually get somewhere. Want to know what? What you call fun isn't fun. Winning is much more fun. Trust me. Want to know what? What you call fun isn't fun. Winning is much more fun. Trust me. You guys think sacrifice and discipline is a punishment? It's freedom, bitch. Let's go! I knew that I was going to be isolated. I knew I did not understand their habits. I couldn't even grasp their conversations, and my level of elevation was going to keep me isolated. Success teaches you isolation. It doesn't matter what you're successful in. You will not fit into the masses, and you don't want to. They're going to misunderstand you at every turn. Stop trying to have people understand your vision. They're far from it. They're far from it. You're going to be misunderstood by everybody you know when you have as unrealistic habits as I do. At first, they're always going to tell you that they believe in what you do. They want to do it. It sounds good. The discipline is something that they need. And then once they fail on the path that you teach them, they're going to denounce everything you taught. He's crazy. What's the matter with that guy? Nobody can sustain that level of body fat. Nobody can just get up every day like that. Nobody can work that hard. Yes, they can. As soon as you realize the only reason you're tired is because you're focused on you. The only reason you're hungry is because you're focused on you. The only reason you're desiring anything other than your higher self is because you haven't transcended self. You guys, this is crazy. So Tom says, how? How you, Wes? He said it in that Tom Hanks voice. Like, how? How you? Like, fucking. And I'm like, he's like, we went to every therapist, every rehab, everything. And you're the one who turned my son around? You're the one who did it? And I said, yeah, it's very simple. Let me explain this to you. So in this whole aspect of everything, I said, Tom, so you played Forrest Gump. Of course, it was difficult to remove from that person I had been for so long on camera, even into normal life. I'm like, that's what we did. We created the 10.0 Chet. I've created the 10.0 Wes Watson. This individual who has a certain set of actions, a certain appearance, a certain character that's unwavering, energy that he operates from, and a demeanor that's singular to him. So this individual is your higher self, governing you and keeping you from operating from that self-sabotaging behavior. Over time, by us having Chet operate from his higher self, he just became that man. There was a time recently where one of my old vices was calling me, and I swore I was going to break. I swore I was going to break. And it was, I'll be honest, it was the strip club. I was feeling lonely. I was feeling broken. My heart was in pieces. I'm like, fuck that. I'm going to the strip club. But my higher self doesn't believe in that. I don't want my daughter I don't want any woman to have to succumb to that type of behavior to get money. I don't want her to have to degrade herself like that. So here I am, just when I'm at a low frequency mindset saying, fuck that, I'm going. These girls are going to love me. I'm Wes Watson. This is when my ego's running rampant. And I'm operating from a state of low frequency, which is desire. And I just want female attention. And so here I go, and I'm saying I'm going to go. But then my higher self, this person I've created that has a certain set of core beliefs, values, and virtues. And it's this man that won't break. He's like, fuck no, Wes, you don't go to that shit. You don't even engage in anything like that. You don't support that type of business or that type of behavior. This is what your construction of your higher self will do. Your 10.0 self is that individual you're creating, that character that governs you. And as you step into this person, by having unwavering discipline, by having virtues that are singular to you and mean more to you than any of your desires being fulfilled, this is how you start to construct a new identity. People don't realize that their identity is matched to their output. Your identity can never surpass your output. You can never lie to yourself. So that's why people have this fucking identity complex. They have that imposter syndrome because they haven't done enough work to be where they want to be and be who they want to be. If you're desiring, you're not on purpose. When you're desiring, you're on Wes Watson. When you're on purpose, you're operating from your higher self, that path from above that you're supposed to walk in this life. And whenever you try to go back into those self-sabotaging behaviors, these bullshit-ass, bitch-ass behaviors of lower Wes Watson, and not my higher 10.0 self, this individual that I've always wanted to be, then you smack the fuck out of yourself and discipline yourself. The two ways to discipline yourself when you're operating at a low frequency. One, peak physical performance. During peak physical performance, you cannot be in a low frequency state. High intensity workout, burpees, HIIT training, bag work, something that gets your heart fucking going and puts you into flow state, removes you from that state of desire. Over my years of working with individuals, I've noticed that I have a workflow. I have a 60-40-20 workflow. I'm 60 minutes in flow state working with a client, complete flow, monotasking, not thinking about the world around me. And then when I get right off that call, I go into 40 minutes of monotonous tasks, emails, content creation and posting, no deep thinking, text messages, anything of that sort, stuff around the house. 40 minutes, and then 20 minutes back of HIIT training, like burpees, push-ups. I mean, even like a fast walk around the fucking neighborhood with my girl. Like anything like this is going to fucking work. So this is the 60-40-20 workflow. 60 minutes flow state with a client, deep monotasking, fully in the moment, and then 40 minutes of monotonous tasks, then 20 minutes of HIIT training to then cleanse the palate again to get back on a 60-minute call to be in flow state. So what I've realized is in that downtime, if I don't have a workflow in the downtime, that's when the desires creep in. Because boredom leads to desire, leads to vices. If I'm on purpose and I'm on West and I'm working with a client, the world around me disappears. Then when I come back off that call, I want a fucking cheeseburger. I want sex. I want this. I want that. I want more money. I want. That's when I realized you have to stay in control of this. The second disciplinary tactic to get yourself out of a low frequency state, Become the source of what you seek. When I'm on those calls, even when I'm making this video, I can't think of any desires. I don't have to use the bathroom. I don't want to eat nothing. I don't need pancakes. I don't need sex. I don't need fucking extra money. I don't need anything at that time because I'm on purpose. I'm not on Wes Watson. I rarely break shit down in this depth, but you guys need it. I want you to push forward. I want you to realize that low frequency Wes Watson that goes into boredom and then starts to operate from desires and then that leads to vices. He's very self-destructive. He operates from a lot of guilt and shame. I only really mess up by over-carbing up on a carb day. That's the only way I'm flawed in this life anymore. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't fucking meaningless sex, meaningless anything. Nothing like that happens in my life. But I know you guys still operate from those bullshit behaviors, and that keeps that shame loop going, where you feel shameful from your actions of the night before, and then you engage in them again because you're looking for happiness in the same place you lose it, like every other dipshit human and the old me. Becoming the source of what you seek for others. And you're seeking inner peace. So you're bringing other people inner peace by solving their problems. All by all, till the day I fall, no matter what happens. Because I cannot operate from an excuse once I've transcended self. And you need to know that. You'll never be too tired. You'll never be any of these things that your lower self drags you down with once you transcend self. This is the only way to fully adhere to your purpose the rest of your life is self-transcendence. You have to do it for the world. Craziest thing, a palm reader read my hand the other day, and the stuff he was telling me would fuck you up. You'd be like, holy shit, what the fuck? Certain things, and they were just something no one could know. No one could tell you. You guys, the divine is in you. This is real. Tap into your power. I love you guys. We're going to take this to the top together. Ride with your boy. Let's go. Kindness breeds a lack of accountability, especially in this world full of comfort seekers. What don't you understand about your definition of all this is what's flawed? You need to be stern with self to get results, to then motivate and push others. And you have to be kind to others. But Wes, you don't seem too kind with your content. It's because your definition of kind is flawed. My definition of kind is giving you the exact route that worked for me. And I didn't talk to myself like a bitch. I told myself when I wouldn't get up in the morning, hey, pussy, get up, motherfucker. When you choose to regress in life, you side with the past. When you're progressing, you build a beautiful future. I only live in future projection, future progression. I'm existing in that next phase of life that I'm already at. This phase that I'm at, where I'm at, it no longer suffices. It does nothing for me. You have to always be unaccepting of your current position if you would ever wish to elevate to the next one. That vision of you at your next level should give you the fucking chills. You should be viewing yourself from a bird's eye view, just going, damn, that's going to be sick when I'm that motherfucker. When I look like this, when I live like this, when my life's like this, when I think like this, when I move like this, when I operate like this. This is when your life's going to be the best. I don't even think about the past. So much bad shit has happened to me. Bad shit currently happen. Always something. If there's not a problem, it's not life, bitch. When you project yourself in the future in a negative way, that's anxiety. The only way future projection can be negative is if you're not doing the actions in the moment to create the future you want. So action alleviates anxiety. You fucking liars. Realize that kindness is not lies. Love is not lies. You want to live a life that's based off of truth. I know if I saw me, I'd be proud of me. I need to get you there. because it's the best feeling ever. Preparation over competition. I hate competition. But want to know the funny thing? Usually when I pull up or I show up, there is none, motherfucker. And guess what? If there is competition, someone pulls up on my level, I love it. Because guess what I love to do? See a motherfucker win. In fact, this guy gets it. Now, if he wasn't a complete asshole and he was willing to give advice and be a sound motherfucker with good character and demeanor, approachable energy, now he'd be that ripped, rich, rare motherfucker I speak of. Don't let anybody tell you you can't be all three. They're just stupid as fuck. And the money scares them. They don't want to talk about the money. And then when they have the money, they don't want to talk about being fit. They want to be accepted because they're scared of the fucking work. Fuck that. It's disrespectful to show up to your job every day and still struggle for pennies. Do you get this? It's completely disrespectful to come back to your people, weathered, beaten, taking time away from them, coming back empty-handed, coming back showing them that it's okay to give your all, supposedly, at something and get less than your value. Going to the gym every day, speaking about it to your people, making them listen to your fucking bullshit diet and not getting results is the first way you'll deter them from anything positive with fitness or training and dieting and nutrition. That's the first way you're going to push them away from it. You're supposed to make it attractive. You're supposed to make it attractive. You're not supposed to show that the success has weight. Don't put the weight of what you're going after on them. This shit's easy. I flow with this shit. The only true pain that I'm caused is from people not living at their highest potential, because I love people. There's nothing better to me than great company, great individuals who are on the right path. I've always been that way. Once I learned that about me, I knew my path was to create motherfuckers I didn't have to lie to around me. Didn't have to lie to. So until you see how selfish it is to not get results, you'll continually side with self. I'm doing it for me. This is for me. It's for them, motherfucker. None of this is about you. As soon as you transcend self, your feelings will always control you. Pros operate from commitment to a purpose. Bitches fall victim to their feelers. I don't give a fuck what I gotta eat. I don't give a fuck how much I gotta work. And I don't give a fuck how I feel. I have a purpose. As soon as I choose that purpose over Wes Watson, then I'm invincible. As soon as I choose my purpose over Wes Watson, I'm operating from spirit. I have a level of strength that's untapped. That's abundance. My cup overfloweth. I'm unstoppable. Your purpose as a man, to create the individual who inspires, to create the individual you admire, so that you can get people out of that place, that negative place where there's no hope, there's no reason. And this beauty, this life we've been given is actually a curse. Someone wrote me the other day, they said, I just want to live again. Oh my God! The pain it hit me in my chest. The fact that they don't realize moment by moment, they can construct a mindset that alters their world completely. And I can show them. The world's not as it is. The world is as you are. As soon as you realize that you and your perception is shaped by your internal state, and you learn to control your internal state, you'll always be a victim of circumstance. Once you make your internal state intentional, positive, you create it through daily habits and disciplines, you can alter your world at any time. I was in the penitentiary. I was in the SHU. I've been in the penthouse. I've been in hell in both places and felt the most extreme enlightenment and gratitude, having tears of gratitude streaming down my face in both places. And I know the steps that got me to tears of gratitude and happiness and just pure inner peace in both places. And I know the steps, the thoughts, actions, and energy that caused me hell in both places. You guys, we're not some fucking enigma, some mystery that can't be solved. Your thoughts, your actions, your energy, your frequency, your rate of vibration. This is all we have to look at. None of the events that have happened to us in our past or that may happen in the future shape how we feel inside. It's our chosen thoughts. The quality of your life is attached to your chosen thoughts. Right before your thoughts start to go, your energy shifts. If you feel your energy shifting, then you feel your thoughts start to go negative. A poor action is coming next. Don't get there. Be aware of your internal state. Control your surroundings by controlling your internal state. It's too easy. Like, I can't let you fall victim to something that's so fucking easy. It's laughable. It's fucking laughable. Why is nobody changing? I need quicker results. I need to see people pulling up in that new whip, pulling up looking different. Instead, I see the same whip, same tits on a broke bitch. I want to be pushed forward with those around me, watching them excel so fucking quick. It's mind-blowing. I know you're missing the steps. If you ain't progressing quick enough, and I go watch your guys' shit, you missed the post, you missed the meal, you missed the wake up, you missed everything that would have built you. When I walk by someone on the street, I know what they've done all day. I know what they did in the last 10 seconds, 10 minutes, 10 hours, 10 weeks, 10 months, 10 years. I know what they've been doing, and I know what they haven't been doing. You'll only truly be powerful when you operate on purpose. And when you're on purpose, you can't desire shit. All you're doing is the work to create that vision from within of you at your highest level. When I wake up in the morning, 2:45, I never want to get the fuck up. The first thing I tell myself is, it's not about you, bitch. How can you best serve the world today? And the way I can best serve the world is to show them that discomfort is the key to success, that sacrifice creates paradise. When I'm in the car, I'm reflecting on life. I'm downloading messages from above because I know I showed up as an offering for the world today. And I need to find something. I need to find something that'll give me my aim for the day. And since I know the world's a mirror and not a window, I'm not looking for something for you. I'm looking for something for me, and it's going to fit you. Life's a fucking mirror. If it works for me, it works for you. We're all actually under the same fucking regimen. The same rules, the same universal truths that govern you govern me. The same purpose that fits you is for me to create that individual that you unbiasedly admire. And I've made it my life to deliver messages and be a living example that can get people to have the best life they've ever imagined. I didn't get here from serving myself. The only reason I was able to get up all those days is because I knew if I slipped, they would fall. And I can't have that. It's extreme accountability. When you lead from the front, you fucking know that if you slip, they fucking fall. You're the one holding it up. Self-serving, selfish bitches self-sabotage. So once I deliver that first message to the world of their aim, what they should think of, a massive guideline, then I go into my workout. The purpose of the workout, obviously we're getting jacked so that we have that appearance that is pattern disrupting. You don't look like everybody else. So they stop, they stare, they look at you. It gives you the chance to deliver this message from above that we're all supposed to operate from. This morally correct message of what a man's supposed to be. But not only are we showing up for the appearance and the aesthetics, we're showing up to gain that positive mental attitude and hit that increased rate of vibration, that heightened frequency, so that we can forget about all the pains, all the struggles attached to this sensory system known as the world. We elevate above it, where everything's pure, where gratitude is real, where time doesn't exist. This is flow state. So the workout puts us in flow state, that heightened frequency, so we can bring our best energy, all that positivity. We can bring all this to the world, to everybody we come across. So when I go down to Starbucks, and little barista kid down there sees me, he knows that since the morning started, I had been preparing myself for him. And I had been preparing myself for this other stranger. And I had been preparing myself for you. What you guys do wrong is you say, fuck the world. When I say I owe the world. So I bring a great product to the world. I know I'm an offering to the world. We owe the fucking world. Eating the correct macros that made you find self. That's the other part. Eating in a caloric deficit, staying lean, and eating correctly, it's difficult. It's uncomfortable. But it taps you into your deepest self more than anything. That's how every culture found God. That's how they found themselves. That's how they searched within. And you guys are just drowning out that voice. No wonder you can't hear the call of your conscience. Look at all the shit you're consuming. If you walk in alignment with me through this process, you'll realize it wasn't what you got every day by getting up early. It wasn't what you got every day by training. It wasn't what you got every day by eating the correct macros that made you find self. We've known we're an offering to the world all throughout our day. We realize it's not what we get from this. It's what we get rid of. All that pain, all that shit that I see on all you guys, I don't have. Little kids don't have. You guys picked up all that shit because you forgot that you're your greatest asset and you owe the world. All that shit you possess is selfishness. You're just worried about you. I don't have this. I need this. I feel like this. If you were worried about how you're going to serve other people by creating the best you all day and operating from this purpose, you wouldn't even have time to sit there and worry about what you don't fucking have. This world full of pussy shit. Be a real one. Let's go. Since I've been a kid, they made the other life attractive. The life that led you to the coffin or to the penitentiary. And I'm not doing that anymore. We're not doing that. Everyone has a learned capacity for their ability to hold deep conscious thought while attacking an endeavor, to stay focused while undergoing a pursuit of a goal. The only way you increase your capacity is when life comes the fucking way, when life tries to intervene. If you don't budge and you stay the course to that goal, when that life challenge is removed, you were operating at a higher capacity because you had this challenge and the goal. Now when the challenge is removed, you've realized that you can do more because you didn't give up on the fucking goal when life intervened. That's the point. That's why it's non-negotiable. That's why it's no days off. That's why it's construction of the man in all ways to then give him to the world. Quit! Go ahead and quit. It's okay. The world needs losers too. It would unmake winners if there was no losers walking around. Fuck, you were worth it, but you chose to be worthless. I'm not tired. I'm not hungry. I'm not facing fatigue, burnout. The fuck is burnout? Burnout happens because you have negative internal dialogue. You're speaking negatively about what you're doing. I never speak negative about this shit. The person that I'm most equipped to help is the old me. All you drunks, all you drug addicts, all you negative fucks, all you procrastinators, all you easy money chasers, all you violent fucks, all you criminals, all you gangsters, all you normal people who aren't operating at your highest potential. Everything I've ever been is what I have the answer to solve because I solved it. I want so much more from you guys. Stop looking at what you've done today. Look at what remains to be fucking done. Let's go. If you don't wake up every day and relentlessly chase the life you desire, you don't get to call yourself a man. Very few people can understand the life I have now. Everything is of my design. Everything is intentional. I have not taken one back step. Not one since I got out. What do you think the fucking secret is at this point? That's what life is supposed to be. A man waging war to create his optimal existence for him and his people. Get over here. 5 of them. I looked them up later. They're IFBB pros and shit. Just some kids from Dago. I said, get over here. I said, do you know who I am? They're like, no. I asked my Rolls Royce right there. I know some shit. I know some shit that'll help you. They're like, what is it? Then I broke down exactly how they all could make 10 to 50,000 a month right away. They all had it. They had it mentally. They had it physically. Most of you guys just don't know the gift you fucking possess. Stop overlooking your value. You solved a problem that cripples people. Being overweight, drinking, drugs, financial issues, negativity. All this shit fucking cripples people. Ruins their lives. You have the answer. When you become the source of what you seek, you cannot be self-absorbed with your thoughts. Anxiety, depression. These are selfish states. You're so fixated on your fucking self. You forgot that people around you were going through just as much, if not more. I don't feel good. What's the matter with me? Oh my God. Me. You're being punished, bitch, for worrying just about your fucking self. Make them uncomfortable today. Never let a low frequency fuck dull your shine. You're meant to shine. You owe it. You owe the world your best life. I'm telling you right now, if you don't share your wins, if you don't wake up and prove your life is the greatest life ever lived, then you're stealing inspiration from all the younger generations. The younger generations need to know how this is done. I've had people be around me and they say, I can't even be myself around you. Your current self? You can't be your current self. Because I'm calling you up to shed. I'm calling you to shed those insecurities. I'm calling you to gain confidence. These insecurities, this discomfort is only pinpointing, it's a compass rose to exactly what you need to change. The only way you're ever going to be truly confident is if you have a fucking shit stacked of social proof. Social proof that you are exactly who you say you are. When you put something out to the world, hey, this is who I am. And then the social proof matches. You know that everybody knows Wes Watson don't miss. He don't miss. I ain't gonna miss for fucking nothing. You're yet to even meet who you're gonna become. The way you speak to yourself during times of adversity is fucking everything. You have to make sure that your self-talk and your actions are aligned with the person you want to become during times of adversity. Wait for the moment that you feel like you're going to break. And remember what I just told you. This is how you come out a different person. When that door slammed in the penitentiary, some motherfuckers' actions would go soft. They wouldn't work out as much. They would sleep in. Motherfucker, do you realize if you can't fully commit to the person you laid down with that night, then you could never fully commit to yourself. Self-love, the only true depiction of self-love is self-investment. So if you have trouble loving others correctly, it's because you've had trouble investing in yourself. Look at people. Look at their level of self-investment. Know that that's directly correlated to how much they love themselves. And don't be shocked if someone who doesn't invest in themselves much can't love you correctly. They don't have love to give. They're not cultivating it within. We can only give love in the exchange at which it's cultivated within. We can only give any emotion at the exchange at which it's cultivated within. So I can gift you guys everything I've ever built. And that's my goal. That's my goal by holding my word to myself and to the world till the day I fucking die. And people think that's extreme. They're like, Wes, what type of life is that? It's a life based on purpose. And it's the best life. You see how it propels me forward so quick? Because I'm not serving myself. Wake up every day with this goal to only be an upright man who does not break character. As you teach this wisdom, as you live the life that everybody's supposed to live, and you outwardly project it, those are going to come to tarnish your name. Those that live a lie will come to try to destroy you because you expose them for the bitches they are. But everybody sees through it because now the speakers will take their rightful throne. Now the speakers will step up. Now those who have an open heart will reign. IQ is done. EQ will prevail. Everybody knows a bunch, but we're being placated by knowledge. The biggest problem we all have as humans is when we try to convince our mind of something our heart knows is a lie. I don't buy from a scripted fuck. He doesn't know shit. He had to sit down and write that shit to tell me. I only buy from one heart to another. And that's only the people I trust. I know exactly who you are. I know exactly who you've been. And you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be honest. And only your heart can tell me that. I love you guys. I'll be here. Look me in the eyes. Tell me I won't. Let's go! There's the motherfucker who wakes up and says, what can I give? He knows life is about being an offering. He knows life is about front end value and expecting nothing. This is how a man is respected. Money is just exchanged value. How many people are you bringing value to their lives? The capital you collect tomorrow comes in the form of value you bring today. People around you, they don't live up to their potential. They live up to your expectations of them. And you can only expect from your people what you've accomplished. So if you fail to get ripped when you're on that diet, if you fail in that business endeavor, if you fail to quit drinking when you said you're gonna, it's because you're a selfish bitch and you chose you over them, motherfucker, and you supposedly love them. But we know one thing, and we've said it a million times, that love ain't lies. So the fact is, when you learn to look in the mirror and quit lying to yourself, you can actually love yourself. You're choosing you over them. You don't love them as much as you think you do. You love your snacks. You love your drink. You love your laziness. You don't really love motherfuckers. I love life. And I fucking know that my purpose is to owe you everything life can be. To owe the world everything life could be. Every motherfucker getting out of the pen. Every motherfucker going through hard times. I owe them proof that it's possible. So that's what got me up every fucking morning. Yeah, I fucking say self-transcendence, but do you know how powerful it is? Do you know the depth of what it means to me? Every morning when I don't want to get up at 2:45, I say, fuck you, Wes. Fuck everything you want. You owe the world a result. A certain result that proves that this life is beautiful if you work for it, if you sacrifice for it, if you push your hardest every day to earn it. You guys, the goal in this life is to prove that life is amazing, good and bad, and that you can thrive no matter what in good and bad scenarios by just working on what's at your disposal at that moment. When I was in prison, all I could work on was my mind and body. Then I created an individual that could do anything because I was an individual who didn't negotiate with his lesser self. Once I created that individual that could pull off anything, I was released on the street and I pulled off everything. The blueprints to getting your waistline thin and stacking your wallet, making that motherfucker thick as fuck. These aren't difficult blueprints, but your bitch ass is difficult. Your bitch ass will fight it as much as possible. Your bitch ass doesn't fucking realize that it's your mind and it's the way you view everything that keeps you from the work. The reason I'm successful is because no matter what the fuck I was going through in life, no matter what the fuck came my way, I never missed what I had to do each day to be where I wanted to be. But will you fucking put the work in to get it? And will you put the work in on the days that you feel like you can't even get up? On the days you feel like you're just fucking crippled and the world's coming down on you. That shit is so fucking pussy. Who gives a fuck how you feel? Because guess what? It's magic. It's fucking magic. No matter how you feel, when you go do the work, it goes away. The fucking realest thing is if you never learn to love the work, you'll never know love at all. Because you're just going into stuff that's instantly gratifying. Everybody who fucking thinks they're enjoying life or living life or seizing the day or doing all this shit they talk about, in all reality, those people who act like they're truly living life are just escaping reality through instant gratification. Unless you're building, unless you're creating, unless you're have a direct vision of exactly where you want to go, then you're compromising, bitch. In all reality, most people don't like people because they don't align with their core beliefs. And most people's core beliefs and core values are real selfish and stem from their own validation. Like a pussy motherfucker back, I like those videos when you're all fucking compassionate and sweetie Wes. Yeah, because you're a sweet little bitch. So you like that. I'm not going to give you that. I'm going to give you what you need, which is that assertiveness, that realness, that I'm going to take what I want shit. That's what most you pussies need, is that side. All negative desires are simply frustrations of positive desires. Most of you guys want to be ripped, but you settle for some cheesecake because it just makes you feel good in the moment, and you know you ain't going to be ripped because you just don't think that highly of yourself. In all reality, in this life, you will have everything you believe you deserve. For some reason, Wes Watson believes he deserves everything on this earth. Why? What makes one man that way and another man not that way? It's the fucking work. The work instills the worth. And luckily, I put in so much work over those years when there was no outcome other than how you felt. So I chased the work for the right reason, how it makes me feel. And now, even till this day, on this video right here, I feel so free. I don't desire nothing. I don't want to be anywhere else. I don't want to be anyone else. I just want to be on this video, giving you value. That's how I feel in every aspect of my purpose and my work. I'm free from desires. You guys sit there all day and just desire a more positive set of circumstances or a different situation or a more positive moment. You don't realize how negative that is.